Hello, good morning. It is currently Saturday and I want to try and do like 24 to maybe a little bit longer than that hours of a vlog. So my goal for the weekend is to read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I've started this already this morning and I'm 26 pages in. It is currently 11:19. I have a couple of things that I need to do this weekend, but other than that, I just want to focus on reading this book. This is honestly not a book that I thought I would pick up, but I have had a lot of people tell me that they thought they wouldn't like it and then really did. So I've picked it up based on those reviews and based on my patrons telling me they think I would enjoy it. So I'm gonna give it a go. It's not the kind of book I would normally pick up. I'm not a big contemporary romance reader, but I do occasionally pick up contemporary romances. I recently read The Deal by Elle Kennedy and I did enjoy that, so I do have to be in a certain mood to read these kind of books, but I think I'm gonna give this a go this weekend. Obviously this has been like everywhere on social media, so I'm sure a lot of people have probably already read it or at least know what it's about, but I don't, so let's check that. As a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in long-lasting relationships, but her best friend does, and that's what got her into this situation. Convincing Anne that Olive is on her way to a happily ever after was always going to be tough. Scientists require proof, so like any self-respecting woman, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. That man is none other than Adam Carlson, a young hotshot professor and well-known arse, which is why Olive is positively flawed when he agrees to keep her charade a secret and be her fake boyfriend. But when a big science conference goes haywire and Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and his unyielding abs, their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion. Olive soon discovers that the only thing more complicated than a hypothesis on love is putting her own heart under the microscope. I mean, people are loving this for a reason. It has literally a TikTok sticker printed on it, which is hideous, but here we are. So, I mean, I'll give it a go, I'm 26 pages in, as I said, I think, and honestly, I'm frustrated so far. Like, it has the opportunity to really big up women who are working in science, and I'm sure that it probably does, but at the moment, the main interaction I've seen from this woman who, how many years, she's a third-year PhD candidate, and I have immediately seen her just making an ass of herself by, like, accidentally kissing this guy or whatever she's done. Like, it says it in the blurb, she's kissed this guy in a panic, and it just seems like such a stupid move. Like, it wasn't thought through at all. He's literally a faculty member, and she's just gone ahead and kissed him. And like, that's the whole start of the book. And I'm like, really? We could have introduced her working on some fantastic things and seeing like an insight into her brains and her working in science, but we're just throwing her in, making a big mistake, kissing a guy who works at the university she's studying. So at the moment, I'm kind of like, okay, we'll see where this goes, but obviously it's fake dating, so I kind of know where it's going to go. I don't really know how I feel about the fake dating trope, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've read enough books that are fake dating to see. So basically, this is a non-contemporary romance reader reading one of the most popular current contemporary romances on social media. Let's see how this goes. Today I'm going to nip into town. My town has a Pride March going on today, which is really exciting, so I'm going to get involved in that. I have my t-shirt on, my Pride t-shirt, and I also need to go and take a couple of books to the charity shop because I did an unhaul video, so I have some books to go to the charity shop that just sat in my lounge. So annoyingly, I think I'm gonna have to drive down. It's literally like a 3-minute walk, but these are 3 really heavy bags of books, so I think I'm gonna drive, go to the Pride March, come back, do some reading. I might do some sprints later today if I've got time, because also tonight I need to watch the last Stranger Things episode, which I couldn't watch last night, so I'm very excited for that as well. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can read this within a day. I don't know if that's ambitious, but everyone said it's very addictive. We'll see. I'll let you know my thoughts. Not gonna lie to you guys, today went a little bit different to what I was expecting, in a very good way, but it has meant I haven't really read much. So I said this was gonna be, as if I could make it a 24-hour vlog, but I think we can extend it to a 48-hour vlog and try and read more tomorrow. And hopefully I can finish the book tomorrow, because honestly I haven't read more than about 40 pages today, and I don't really have any more thoughts than when I spoke to you earlier. My day was meant to consist of nipping into town to drop some books off at a charity shop, getting involved in my town's Pride March, coming back, doing some reading sprints, and then pretty much reading for the rest of the day. However, that changed a little bit. So I ended up not dropping the books in town because I would have had to drive, and I decided that with Pride stuff going on, it was going to be way too busy to drive in. So I'm going to do that another day. So instead I went in a little bit earlier than the Pride March to pick up a couple of last minute bits for Yalk. Then I got involved in the Pride March, ended up meeting my friend down there. After the Pride March, we went for some drinks. And then I came back here and I tried on a couple of my outfits for Yalk just to solidify what I wanted to wear, packed a couple of bits, sorted out a couple of bits for Yalk, had a FaceTime with Lauren, and now here we are at 7:30. I'm about to have dinner and watch the final episode of Stranger 4 of season things. That sentence didn't make sense. I'm gonna watch the final episode of season 4 of Stranger Things. That was the sentence. So that's the current evening plan, and then if I'm mentally okay after that, I will then read. But mostly, I'm probably going to move this vlog over to tomorrow, so I have read a little bit. It was really cool being involved in the Pride March. But yeah, I'll give more thoughts on the book tomorrow. I'm going in. Don't worry, I won't be posting any spoilers in this vlog, but I am going in to the final episode of this season. Okay, I've finished watching Stranger Things. There will be no spoilers here. I'm not even going to share my thoughts because I don't want anything to be construed as a spoiler. So we're going to move straight on to bookish thoughts instead. So I've been sat reading for a little bit and I have thoughts. Now I'm 100% happy to say that this is not the kind of book I would normally enjoy. I am not necessarily the target audience for this book because I don't read a lot of contemporary romance. I do read some contemporary romance, but I think when it is a lot more heavy on the romance side, I just don't lean towards it as much. I enjoy contemporary books with elements of romance, but when the whole thing is just centric around the purpose of the romance, it's not quite so much my vibe then, and this is definitely that. So this is a fake dating storyline. And I haven't really read many fake dating storylines. Generally, I don't think I'm a fan of the fake dating trope because I feel like it just makes the main characters feel very silly and like I don't know why they put themselves in this situation. I never get it. I mean, I get that it's for the book and it's for the reader's enjoyment, but for me, I'm always just like, wouldn't it just be so much easier to come out and tell the truth? Because they always get themselves digging further and further into this hole of the fake dating thing that they have created. So yeah, kind of having those thoughts so far on the fake dating element. Also aware that I'm not too far into this and there's still time to change, but this is currently not passing the Bechdel test at the moment, which is where two women talk to each other and that conversation is not about a man. Basically, the only conversations between two women at the moment have been about men. And the whole thing has just been about a man, basically. I want to like it. I know that everyone loves it. I haven't really heard any bad things about this, so I don't want to be the person that doesn't like it. But I just want to be honest with my thoughts and update you along the way. I'm very, very happy for those thoughts to change the further into it I get, but at the moment I just feel like I'm not quite getting there with it. So hopefully that changes. As I said earlier, tomorrow is going to be the day that I really focus on reading this. I thought I would do that today, but today changed a little bit, whereas tomorrow my only main plans is to go for a walk with my friend for a couple of hours in the late morning, and then I might maybe do sprints tomorrow instead, or I might just sit and read for the day by myself. I don't know. Don't have any big plans. So yeah, hopefully. I want my mind to be changed. I want my mind to be changed, but I apologise to anyone watching this who loves this book and is having to hear me say this when I'm not very far in at all. So I'm gonna give it a chance. It's really hard to go in with an open mind when I know it's not the usual book I would enjoy, but I'm going to try and have an open mind. I'm gonna give it a go. I'll let you know my thoughts tomorrow. Good afternoon, it is Sunday. I'm about to go on some reading sprints to try and read as much of this as possible. I have read 100 pages, so I'm really not too far in, so I want to make some good progress today. At the moment, I think this is sitting at a solid 3 stars. Like, I'm not disliking it. I think I'm just getting irritated by some of the decisions that are happening. I also don't like that in a lot of romances like this, it seems like the man really has it together and he's very calm and collected and he knows exactly what's happening when it's happening. Like, that's like what he gives off, whether or not that's actually what he's experiencing and feeling. And the woman just feels like she's the one kind of falling over herself and just kind of not really sure of what's going on. And I know that's not every single romance book. I'm not like saying it is all of them, but just a lot of them that I have read in the last few years have got that kind of way about them, and I don't know whether it's just the ones I'm picking, but this kind of has a similar element to it. So I'm pushing through that side of it because the other side of it I am enjoying, and I like seeing the PhD stuff here. I'm also, I don't know because I haven't like heard anything about this book before, it like is in my hands now, but I'm getting the vibe that the main character is demisexual, which I'm really enjoying seeing the representation for if that is the case. So there is definitely elements of this I'm enjoying. I feel like I have maybe said more things that are negative so far, but I am liking it. Also, Lauren, I've been talking to Lauren from Fiction Tea about this, who loves this book, and she has pointed out to me that just because someone is like the cleverest person in the room doesn't mean they still also can't be like a clumsy person or have like things happen to them that are just embarrassing moments. And I totally get that. I just think some of the things that are the things frustrating me in this aren't necessarily like accidental clumsy moments. They're moments that this character is deliberately putting themselves in that are just frustrating me. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I'm really sorry that I'm not absolutely loving this, because I know that a lot of people hold this book very, very highly. I haven't had anyone dislike this, and I'm not disliking it. I want to give you my honest and open thoughts without holding back, also without spoiling as well. I'm not going to be putting spoilers the further in I go, but yeah, gonna go on sprints now and continue reading this book. I've just had a revelation. The love interest in this is really giving me Spock vibes. There's a couple of things he said that have just been very Spock things to me. This is literally like one line, but he's just texted saying this is irrational, and that's like the sentence, and I could just see Zachary Quinto as Spock saying that, so I'm getting Spock vibes from this guy. Hello! I have updates on this book. I'm actually starting to enjoy it a little bit more than what I was when I previously updated you. So we've reached a bit of a pivotal point in this plot. Something has happened to the main character, and I'm not going to go into spoilers and say what has happened, but something unpleasant within the story is happening, so we are now looking into that as well. So for me now, this story has become more than just a romance. Like, we have this side of it as well. We're also seeing a lot more of the STEM side of things now, which is what I was kind of expecting from this book. So both of those things combined are just giving it a couple more layers, which I think I needed sooner in the book. So I am enjoying it more now than I was earlier in the vlog, but I've just entered into another sprint, so I've been live for 4 hours. So I feel like I should have read a little bit more in that time, but that's okay. I got distracted with a couple of other things as well, so I'm gonna go into another 45-minute sprint now, read a little bit more, but I think I'm on track to finish this today. And yeah, I'm definitely glad it has introduced these other things happening, because I just think it gives it a little bit more bulk and a little bit more things for me to think about when reading the book than just the romance side. Again, acknowledging it is a contemporary romance, obviously that is going to be a big part of what it is, but yeah, I'm intrigued now to see where it goes, and I feel like more inclined to want to pick it up. Alright, the things in this book that are just getting me are the silly moments from the main character. Like, that's literally it. The rest of it I'm on board with. And there's kind of an approach of like mention of sex, and somebody says that they don't have anything on them indicating protection, and she says it doesn't matter, I'm on birth control and clean. And it's just like, okay, that's great for you being like on birth control, but also what about him? Like, you don't know that he doesn't have STDs, so the fact that he doesn't have a condom and you're on birth control does not protect you from STDs. Even if you're clean, you don't know that he's clean. I feel like that's a weird line to put in, because it just kind of ignores the fact that he could be someone that has STDs, not just her. Anyway, that's literally like the smallest thing, and it's not that big of an issue in the whole grand scheme of the book, but this is the kind of thing I mean, where some things that are being said are frustrating me, but overall, the plot, well, not even the plot necessarily, overall the vibe, I don't even know, it's fine. It's still like a 3, maybe budging into 3.5, I don't know, I'm gonna have to put it through core pile, but like, it's not blowing my mind. I just keep going up and down with this book. This is a roller coaster of, do I like it, do I not like it? I think, yes, I do like it. Would I like to shake some sense into the main character at times? Yes. But we move. Alright, we're still in a sex scene of this book, and I have questions, because there's a line that says he had big fingers, that must be why they didn't fit. I'm sorry, but if his fingers don't fit, how is his penis gonna fit? Like, these are the questions I have, because I'm concerned at this stage. I'm concerned. So, yeah, I have questions, and I'm gonna read on and see how this all works out for her. At this stage, this is just me documenting reading a rather long sex scene. We have had the line, I want to go down on you until you pass out. Okay. There's also been like a hell of a lot of talk about virginity in this, and like not necessarily that the main character's a virgin, but that they haven't slept with many people, and it just like, I don't know why there's any onus put on that at all. Like, I hate the idea that women's virginity is this big sacred thing, and I think it completely, like, there's a whole other conversation to be had with the way that women's virginity is treated, but like the way that the guy in this views it is kind of bugging me. I don't know, I can't put it into words properly, but he's basically like really funny about the fact that she's not slept with many people, and like that he's not sure if that means she should sleep with him. But then there has been a discussion more about demisexuality and about the idea that she has to feel like more of a connection with someone, and that takes time to form. So she said, I don't feel any sexual attraction unless I actually get to trust and like a person, which for some reason never happens, or almost never. I like the fact that we have that mentioned, and I like the fact that we've got the demisexual rep in here. So I mean, I'm enjoying that side of it, but I just laugh at sex scenes, okay? I just laugh at sex scenes, but then there's just weird lines in it, like, what did I say it was? Going down on her until she passes out, and like, there's a lot of consent in here, which is good. Like, the guy is constantly saying, like, are you okay with this? Are you okay with this? But then when he says that, she says, no, you can't. And he's like, why? And I'm like, dude, you literally just the whole time and like, are you okay with this? Are you okay with it? And then like literally the second she says, no, you can't, you ask why. Yet the whole time you've been asking if she's okay. So if she'd have said no before, would you have been like, but why? So yeah, I do quite enjoy to rip the shit out of sex scenes, I have to say, and I do it in a fun and loving way. Like, I still enjoy reading them and I still get entertainment from them, but not the entertainment I think the author intends. I always end up laughing at sex scenes. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but like, as I say, they do entertain me. So yeah, I again apologise to anyone who doesn't like me ripping the sex scenes apart, but it's what I enjoy doing best, so I'm going to continue reading this sex scene. This is a very long sex scene, guys, and hopefully it picks up a little bit. No, I'm sorry, I put the camera down, read 2 more pages, and I have more. So as if we just couldn't tick any more of those stereotypical sex boxes. We've got the line, he was big, larger than she'd thought he'd be, than she'd thought anyone could be. Like, and she literally says to him, you're so big, and he says, you can take it. She tells him she can. Like, oh, why will I not laugh at sex scenes? Some time ago, I set myself a challenge of finishing this book in 24 hours. A challenge I failed. However, in 48 hours, I have completed the challenge. I finished this book. That was my way of telling you. Hi. I finished The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I have not yet run this through Core but I think it's going to be around a 3 to 3.5 stars. For me, a 3 stars is a book that I enjoyed, 4 stars is a book I really liked, and 5 stars blew my mind. So the fact that I'm giving this 3 doesn't mean I disliked it. I think overall it did pick itself up. Obviously, I've shared my thoughts and feelings along the way, so this will just be a little summary of my thoughts towards the ending of the book. But I did enjoy it. I felt entertained. I mostly felt entertained by the laughable elements of the sex scenes. I also have since found out that this is a Kylo Ren / Adam Driver fanfic. I don't know which one, or both maybe? I don't know. The main character is called Adam as well. The main character's love interest is called Adam. So maybe an Adam Driver fanfic? I don't know. One or the other, or both. And I found that out with about 100 pages to go, and I think it changed the way I was seeing the main character a little bit, because I did not see them like that in my head. And it kind of threw me, not gonna lie. So other than that, moving that aside, I did like where this went in the end. I thought it did a good job of not playing too much at the end into stereotypes that can come from fake dating kind of storylines. So I liked that it didn't fall prey to that, because I think that would have made me dislike it more. Also, I enjoyed that it acknowledged its own trope. Like, there was mentions of the fake dating storyline in rom-com films. So I liked that. I thought that was quite clever in it as well. Ultimately, the question I wanted to ask this weekend, this is a TikTok sensation. There's a sticker right there. This is obviously very hyped, and I wanted to see, for me, does the hype live up? Generally for me, no, the hype did not live up. I think if I'd have given this a 5 stars, then yes, the hype would have lived up, but I felt like it was just falling flat across a couple of hurdles. I can understand why it has this hype, and I think the fact that we've got women in STEM and we have that as like quite a main part of the storyline as the plot does go on is great, and I think that is what makes it stand out against other rom-coms that I've read for me. But I think generally I couldn't help but get frustrated with the decisions that the main character made and the way that she went about doing a couple of things. those are the reasons I think I rated it lower. So whilst I liked it, I don't think it was like massively worth amazing level of hype, but I am glad I have finally read this book. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if there's any books you would like to see me read like this and do a little review type of video in the way that I have for The Love Hypothesis. You can also subscribe to see more of my face on your feed, and you can find links down below to my Patreon where I post lots of extra content. This month I have launched a new tier which I'm really excited about, and you can also find a link down below to my online shop where I currently have 27% off everything for the month of July to celebrate my birthday. Thank you so much for watching, keep smiling and stay positive.